Today, we're doing question 223 from 240 speaking topics. Question 223. We are continuously learning and doing new things in life, and oftentimes we fail at our first attempt. Describe your first attempt to gain something new. So this is a pretty long question. I'm going to summarize it. So what this is asking is describe your first attempt to learn something new. And I think this question also wants you to pick an attempt to learn something new that you might have not done very well. So something that you tried to do something new and you might have failed. So it doesn't directly say that, but that's what the sample answer is. And that's what I think the answer wants you to do. So first, I'm going to go over about 3 words in this that you may not have heard before. So the first word is chagrin. So this word I actually had to look up myself because I think I had been using it wrong. So what chagrin means is distress or embarrassment at something that has happened. So much to the chagrin of my lawn-savvy father. So much to the embarrassment or distress, disappointment of my father. So the second word I actually just said is lawn-savvy. So when you are savvy at something, it means you are really good at something. You know a lot about something. So if you're tech savvy, you know a lot about technology. If you're lawn savvy, you know a lot about lawns. You really care about lawns. You probably have a good lawn outside of your house. The final word, and you may have heard this one, is mutilated. So mutilated rosebush. That means the rosebush was completely destroyed. Okay, completely ruined. All right, now I'm going to read you the sample answer. My first attempt to learn how to mow the yard was an absolute disaster, much to the chagrin of my lawn-savvy father. The first thing that went wrong when I was mowing the yard was that I didn't mow it in the right pattern. My dad had mentioned something about mowing the yard in a certain pattern, but I really wasn't listening. So when he went to mow the backyard and left me up front, I mowed the grass as I saw fit. Unfortunately, my dad was quite upset when he came to inspect my work. I was mowing the grass in the wrong direction. Apparently, this hurts the grass. To continue, I destroyed my mom's rose bush. While mowing, I saw my cute neighbor running by. I lost focus on mowing and accidentally mowed over my mother's beloved rosebush. When my mother saw her mutilated rosebush, she looked as if she wanted to cry. I felt terrible. To sum up, although mowing the lawn turned out terribly, there was a bright side. My dad never asked me to help out with the yard work again. So that was a pretty good answer. And the way this question is structured is that it kind of asks you to tell about a life event. So it's kind of asking you to tell about a story. So you don't really need to say reasons. So you don't need to use the first thing, the second thing, the third thing. You can do that, but it's not that necessary. So you could tell this like a story, or you could give explain the attempt and then give reasons why that attempt failed. So it's a really kind of open question that you could answer in a lot of different ways. If I was answering it, I would tend to tell a story. So I had a similar experience about mowing the lawn, where my dad taught me to mow the lawn and it didn't turn out properly. I ended up breaking his lawnmower a little bit and he wasn't very happy. So I would tell a very similar story to what this sample answer is, but I would do it in a different way. So I wouldn't go first thing that went wrong, second thing that went wrong. I would kind of explain it using my own words and not in a structure like most of the answers require. So it's a good answer. It's a little bit different than some. And it's kind of nice that it shows you can answer these questions with real life events. So you don't have to think of reasons in the media or reasons that aren't related to you. You can tell stories with some of these questions. And that actually makes it quite a bit easier, in my opinion, to answer these. So I didn't explain this one too much, but it's pretty straightforward. It's telling a story. Um, I would suggest trying to do it that way. Try to do something a little bit different with this answer. So I hope this has helped. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.